Hello guys, I welcome you to my channel Michael's Nugget, your number one YouTube channel for information and discussions on wealth creation, personal growth and development, personal finances, and entrepreneurship. My name is Michael Ahin, and today we are here for an exciting discussion on exciting topic. Yeah, you are going to like it. So before we start everything, please subscribe to the channel Michael's Nugget. Please share and then like the video as well. And I trust you that you are going to do it. Yeah, today we are looking at very simple and straightforward topic. We are looking at if you want to have financial freedom, or you want to experience financial growth or financial independence, it doesn't come in a day or overnight. Okay, there are a series of things that will come your way, or there are a series of things that you are going to go through. Okay, so today what we are looking at is that we are looking at an attempt to become financially free or financially independent. What are the requirements? What are the rudiments of becoming financially free or financially independent? So simply put, rudiments or requirements for financial freedom. These are our topic for today. Okay, so I hope you're going to like it. All right, so please, once again, subscribe to the channel Michael's Nugget, your number one YouTube channel for information and discussions on personal growth and development, personal finances, entrepreneurship, and wealth creation. So this is what we are doing for today: rudiments and requirements for financial freedom. Becoming financially free, what does it require? One, it requires time and effort. Like I said, Rome was not built in a day, and the pyramids that we see in Egypt wasn't built in a day. It took a step after a step, or a block after a block, or whatever. So understand that creating wealth for yourself, or becoming financially free, or experiencing financial freedom doesn't come in a day or overnight. It takes time and effort. Okay, it is about understanding that time is money. Yeah, and then also understanding that it requires you to what? To be saving and investing, and then saving and investing, accumulating will be subjected to what? To time. Okay, so understand that if you want to become financially free or financially independent, understand that it requires time and effort. Put in the energy, put in the effort, give it some input. Okay, and then understand that it takes time. It doesn't happen just one day or overnight. It takes time. So this is the number one requirement or rudiment for becoming financially independent, or financially free. It requires time and effort. Number two, the second requirement or the second rudiment of for financial freedom is the fact that it requires careful planning. Carefully planning your finances. Okay, so think about planning about your retirement, planning about your housing, planning about your children's education, planning about your career, planning about your investments or your savings, planning about your business setup. So these are the things that will come into planning when you want to be financially free. Okay, planning about where your revenue sources or revenue avenues, where you're going to get your income. Okay, so it doesn't come in any form, but a careful planning. Plan about how you're going to structure your finances, structure your expenditure, structure your savings, structure your investments. And then even when it comes to investment and savings, which instruments are you going to invest in? After carefully thinking of considering various factors, your risk appetite, the duration, your goals in life, and what have you. Okay, so one of the requirements for becoming financially free is the fact that it requires you to plan carefully. Don't just get up and say that I want to become rich, I want to become wealthy, and therefore you take your money, you put into this business setup, you take your money, you go and put it into this investment vehicle without carefully thinking about the factors that will affect your investments or affect your financial goals. Okay, so don't rush when you think about structuring your financial plan or financial life. Don't rush. take your time and then plan carefully about the whole thing before you venture into any investment or anything that you want to put your money in. Okay, so that is about another or the second requirement for financial freedom. The next thing I want to talk about is the fact that it requires you to adjust your lifestyle. It is required of you to adjust your financial lifestyle, especially. Okay, so if you are a kind who spends too much, a mindset or an attempt to become financially free, you have to adjust your lifestyle. If you have to stop spending that much. Okay, if you are into probably your children are in a school which is very high, like the fees are very high. If you are in a vehicle that the vehicle is consuming much of your money, if you are in a rent in an apartment that the rent is consuming much of your money, if you are kind of a person who takes a lot of trips using Uber, which costs higher than the normal Trotsky, if you are kind of a person who does a lot of partying on the weekends, like you realize that all of your life activities comes with a high cost. You try to you buy branded materials, branded gadgets, which are kind of more expensive than the usual ones, second-hand ones that we use. It requires you to adjust your lifestyle for you to come to a level where you can spend and then again save, which by extension you can invest that savings. Okay, so immediately you decide that you want to become free financially, or you want to become independent financially, then you have to make sure that certain lifestyles should be adjusted. Certain things that you used to do which cost you financially are going to be stopped or are going to be reduced, if not stopping at all. Okay, so understand that one other requirement for financial freedom is the fact that it requires you to adjust yourself financially or adjust your lifestyle, especially on financial grounds. Okay, so that is another rudiment or another requirement when you want to become financially free. Okay, so that is the third one. The fourth one is very crucial, it's very important. That is the foundation of all financial freedom topics that we are talking about, is the fact that it requires you to be disciplined in savings and investments, or have a disciplined savings and investment habits. Every financial freedom person or financially free person started with savings and investments. I mean, savings is the first step, and then having that chunk of savings, you invest in something profitable. I have explained earlier in my previous videos that savings is not the same as investment. Savings probably is just putting your money down somewhere without generating any income, but investment goes beyond savings. So after you have saved enough, then you can take that chunk of money and then put it in a venture or in a vehicle or in any instrument that will yield you some kind of consistent returns. So you can talk of business setup, you can talk of land. You put your money in land properties where over time the land will appreciate in value, and then you can resell to get higher profit or something. Or you can also invest in real estate rental businesses. Okay, and then you're going to get you some money, or probably put it in stock or bonds, shares. These financial instruments, they are very good. They will yield you some kind of return. So that is about investment. Okay, so if you want to become financially free, or if you have an attempt, or if you have a decision to be free financially, then the basic foundation is the fact that be disciplined in your savings and then in your investment habits. Fetch information on where you can invest your money to get you more returns or higher returns. Get information on where to put your money in, or business ventures that is good, that is profitable enough for you to get some returns. Okay, so it requires you to be disciplined in your savings and investment habits. That is another requirement for financial freedom. The last one that I'm going to talk about in this video is the fact that you have to develop the willingness to make sacrifices. You have to develop the willingness to make sacrifices. In this life, it's all about sacrifice. So you give and then you take. Okay, if you're not ready to sacrifice, if you're not ready to let go something, if you're not ready to put in the seed. You know, when I mean in the farming practices, you have to give the seed to get the fruit. If you don't put the seed in the soil, don't ever think that you are going to what? You're going to get any yielding or any fruit out of the ground. So you give something to take something. So be ready to sacrifice your time, your money, your energy. And I mean, sacrificing also indicates the fact that, or it involves the fact that you educate yourself, invest in your learning, in your mindset, in your intellect. Okay, these are other areas of the sacrifice that we are talking about. So give something out, give your time out, give your money out, give your knowledge out, give your skills out, your talents out, to yield you that money, that returns that you want to get for you to turn things around financially. Okay, so these are the 5 things that I want to talk about in terms of the requirements for financial freedom. Number 1, it requires time and effort. 2, careful planning. 3, lifestyle adjustment. Number 4, disciplined savings and investment habits. And the last one is the fact that be willing to sacrifice. All right, so thank you very much, and this is the end of the video, and I hope you liked it. If you have any information, anything that you want to know more about, please subscribe to the channel Michael's Nugget, and then like and then share the video as well. And we are here to give you more information on the areas that I mentioned in the start of this video: wealth creation, personal growth and development, personal finances, and entrepreneurship. Thank you very much for making time for this video, and please subscribe to the channel Michael's Nugget, and we shall come your way with more interesting topics and then discussions as well. Thank you, and until we meet again, understand that Michael loves you, and please take care of yourself.